All right, you guys, welcome to the post fight podcast with the post fight watch along. I believe this is episode 5. Uh,
Hmm?
no, yes. So we'll be watching two fights today, and that is Frankie Edgar versus Yair Rodriguez and uh
Corey
Corey
Sandhagen
Sandhagen
and
versus
Yuri
yeah,
Alcantara. Yeah.
yeah, there it is. Unfortunately, both of those are not on YouTube because YouTube hasn't uploaded anything of substance at all. So we gotta go again on Fight Pass. But again, you guys, never forget, you guys can find this fight. You can find it. Maybe not something that we can recommend, but you can find it. Don't stress. Uh, but no, yeah. So at the end of each round, we'll give a countdown. Yada yada yada. You guys will process. That way, you guys can be on top of us.
Hey, coffee.
So we'll get ourselves kind of started right here. We're starting off with Frankie Edgar versus Yair Rodriguez. Do you already have that pulled up there for me, Amon?
Give me a second.
Okay, that's cool. I personally really like this fight because Frankie beat up Yair pretty much.
You know, and
I'm a big fan
I'm
of this
pretty
fight.
confident that he would do it again
Yes.
in a fight where I think recently Jair was taken down by Jimmy Stevens at the end and just didn't look good. And I'm fairly confident that if Zabit fought Yair, especially if he is able, he'd win because I think he'd be able to grapple with him, and I think he tires less when he grapples. Like if you look at his fight against Shayman Moraes, where he was able to just like rest on top of him for a lot of that, he didn't get tired, and he like got a submission at the like last minute or something. You know?
I think Zabit would just toast Yair, to be honest with you, man.
Like, just really quickly, Zabit's actually very very skilled. It's just
he is.
He has like a ridiculously stupid cardio, like in a bad way. Like
bad. Yeah, I know the ridiculous.
Like, and I've never seen anyone like that. Like, no. Usually, you see people like slow down. Zabit, for the most part, except like one time he took a deep breath before this happened. But basically, he'll look good, and then out of nowhere, he just falls off a cliff. Right? He'll look good, and then he'll throw like a cartwheel kick, and then he'll go, and then he's just done. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen anyone just suddenly fall off in fights that they're fighting at their own pace. Like he's usually dictating the tone of the fight, and he just falls off at like the last round, like the half round. It's so weird, and he should not take any fighter fights. I don't know. I don't understand.
You have the fight pulled up now, though?
I do. Yeah, I just want to comment on that. But
alrighty, guys. So we'll get ourselves countdown. We'll go on go. So Frankie and Yair, we're on Fight Pass. We're on 0-0 on Fight Pass. We'll let you guys know when the first round starts.
But we're gonna have a timer. So we'll have a timer that is in sync with the rounds, the 5-minute duration of each round. So you'll be able to find where we are, even if our go is a little fucked.
Yes.
Okay. Ready, Trey? 3.
Okay. Yes, sir.
3, 2, 1, go.
UFC Fight Pass. FightPass.com. Oh man, Frankie was ranked number 2 at that time, but not surprising. No, but like going into this fight, man, I was very, very, very worried that Frankie was gonna get like head kicked by freaking Yair. I was like, oh my gosh, I really don't want him to fight this fight. This is so terrifying and scary. But like he pretty much just beat the hell out of him. So I was enjoying my time.
I did. I was very happy too because I was really sad that he fucked up BJ Penn at the time. No, I don't like BJ Penn, but
Yair.
Yeah,
no, you okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, man. Like, now think about it, man. Why did they make that fight? That was even at the time, I was like, why did they make Yair versus? At the time, I was like, why the hell are they making this fight? It's even worse now in hindsight. Like, why did they make that? It was a main event.
But it doesn't even matter because BJ Penn couldn't beat anyone. I think the guy who Chase Hooper squeaked out a victory over most recently, Barrett, that guy would probably piece up BJ Penn today. So, or even at that time.
That's no. A random guy on the street knocked him out. That's
but if you watch that was because Penn kept on saying, "Hit me, hit me, hit me."
A random guy on the street should not be putting you to sleep like that. You know what I mean?
He had his chin out. He's like, "Hit me," and then the
prime BJ Penn chin was ridiculous, man. He would have just ate it.
Yeah, okay, but I don't agree. Like, okay, Trevon, but if that guy was overweight and he hit hard, So my guess is that if you stood in front of him and were like, right here is where you hit me, and he goes as hard as he could.
No, whatever. Prime BJ Penn should not be getting put to sleep like that against random ass guys on the street, man. Oh, the first round's about to start.
I don't know. I disagree. I think if Floyd Mayweather asked you to hit him in the right spot and you didn't know what you were doing, you would.
Oh no, I absolutely would. Yeah, I'll put him to sleep. Yeah.
You would, but random.
First round starter.
Go.
Because I know how to punch people.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, off the rip here immediately. My man Frankie here pressuring right here, which is really good. I believe he like Frankie Edgar's a super good kick catcher, and he drew out kicks of air and used that to get easy takedowns.
Exactly, and you know what? One thing that he has a good thing about putting a guy who's very kick heavy in the back foot is, you can punch while stepping backwards, but it's much harder to kick while stepping backwards, just for the obvious reason that the way the mechanic of the kick works, you have to bear weight on the lead leg, and if you step backwards, you're transitioning weight from one leg to the next. So he's doing a really good job here of just making life difficult for Yair.
Every time he's able to strike for free, once he gets past in the pocket, Yair's boxing is not good at all. So he's able to slip and throw good shots at Yair,
like this,
and press him back and get him in really bad positions.
And
where Yair can't.
Go ahead. To where Yair can't.
To where Yair can't. You can't defend because Yair's not good in the pocket, not good on the defensive, not good on the back foot. And Frankie's able to just like dictate all the spaces in the range that the fight is fought at.
I agree with you. And you know what's interesting about that? You can tell by like this is horrible takedown defense. Why are you holding on to that guillotine, homie? Like you're anchoring yourself to someone who's gonna obviously turn you to the side. But it doesn't matter. Like you can tell by like how hard Yair sprawls to like basic level changes, like where Frankie is literally not even like when someone goes knee to mat, you and penetrates with the penetration stuff really hard, you do want to sprawl kind of heavy. But when you're so close to the fence and someone's just bending at the hip to shoot, it's not necessary to sprawl with your legs up in the air like how you can tell he really did not want to like. He's not comfortable defending takedowns, like getting a wizard on a hook and turning off the fence. So he had this really dramatic sprawl. You can tell when someone isn't happy in this position, by how they react to the threat of the takedown sometimes. And he really overreacted. And he's just not good at defending. Like, people who hold on to guillotines like that, when, like before they've given up defending, like, to the bitter end. And they're just like, all right, I'm going to hold on to his head.
And, but a point, I wanted to say, the point already passed, but Frankie's doing a very good job of pinning Yair's head against the cage. He's right now, he's circling back, but he's circling back to the cage with Yair. He's like posting on his head or getting a collar tie or like a can opener and using that to circle him so that way his head is always like cage side.
Yeah.
It helps out his ability to ground and pound, and it makes Yair's ability to push off with his legs extraordinarily difficult. Because even though Yair will get space, he can't actually like push off of anything. Because he's in such a weird mechanical position. Like,
I know what you're saying.
It just very, very, very weird for him. Get any kick.
There are two sides to that coin though. So the thing is, like, some people are into like when they're there's the thing you'd want to do in this situation if someone's pressing your head against the fence, especially if they're doing it with oh my god, he's just clobbering him. Especially if they're doing it with like an arm or they're not using because you can use head pressure like a head pin to use your forehead, and that's harder. But what you want to do there is like hip escape. Basically what you want to do is you want to get to your side to where you give them the opportunity to pass a guard, but then you can start wall walking. So that's like the other side of the coin. But as you can see, Yair is very content to play the full guard game, which
that is a big problem. Yes, very big problem, because he does have he does have enough space to hip and get his back to the sides.
Yeah.
Which could again potentially open him up to worse things.
Well, it depends on the type of grappler. Like Khabib will punish you for that by going for wrist.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I would say exactly. Yes. Potentially open you up to worse things. But he's just sitting in guard here pretty much and just getting smashed, like you said, because he's not really turning hard angles. He's just kind of staying flat and hoping like his triangle attempts, his guard work, his arm bars and things like that will save him. But Frankie's doing a great job of controlling his head, stopping his ability to actually get meaningful angles on the bottom.
And you know what I will say is, even against Khabib, attempting to get back up with a wall walk, like you saw Dustin Poirier never accepted full guard, and getting mat returned is better than this. This is just not good.
Yes, way better. Way better than what's happening right now.
Yeah, even though Khabib tends to punish guys on the way up, it is better to be punished on the way up and then get to a point where he has to to
he has to say, okay, I have to bring you back. Yeah, he
yeah.
has to reset the
Then
position back.
basically, he's getting sunned right now. I mean, this is
Yes, because Yair right now is just in a cycle of losing. Like he'll get space, crushed, get space, get crushed, get space, get crushed, and instead of at least getting crushed, leading to like escape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
like
there's a philosophy of bottom grappling in MMA, right? And you don't have to play like you. There's many ways.
He's already beat up.
He looks like he's dead. He's gonna die soon.
Yeah.
But does it end in this round?
No, second.
Okay, good. Because I have a lot to say here. So the thing about this is one thing I'm very like here. There's no point in holding on this guillotine, right? There's really no point. Even though he already had his hands clasped with the high crotch, there's no point. You can still try and defend or prepare to fall. You know what I mean? Or prepare to scramble when your hips hit the ground. It just tells me that people aren't taking you down enough, right? Because like if you're a jiu-jitsu guy who doesn't wrestle, like when you get and you fight, like you grapple a wrestler who just straight grappling, maybe the moment you get taken down, you will hit an ankle lock, you'll get a triangle, you'll submit him. But there's always this little pause. I think for us, how we talked about it, when you're not used to flowing from getting takedown into jiu-jitsu, like or just grappling transitions, it takes you a second to like realize that you've just been like slammed. You know what I'm saying? But some people will, I'm going down. Like if you watch like Cain Velasquez get taken down by Brock Lesnar, instantly got butterflies, instantly elevating his base. If you watch like TJ Dillashaw or get taken down by anyone at bantamweight, those guys, Cody Garbrandt, they're instantly scrambling. It just tells me that his preparation for this type of fight, even though I think this is short notice, I don't know if it was or not, but even against Jeremy Stephens, it's not good. It's not good, but it's actually kind of annoying. But in any case, like back to the fight.
No, again, like I say, Frankie's able to land a big counter shot there off of a kick. He just drawing out kicks and then closing that gap hard. And Yair has nothing to stop that gap closing from happening. Like he can't counter strike. He can't do anything effective. He just has to throw big kicks at range, hope it kills Frankie, and then if it doesn't, he gets taken down.
Yes.
Boom.
He doesn't like whenever Frankie tried to turn the corner and there's like an opportunity for and then I tried to turn the corner and lift him and then he plants him back on his feet. Yair has an opportunity to cut an angle with his hips, like to create like an obtuse angle between the two of them and crank hard on the wizard so he can turn it into a single, right? But instead he just kind of it's like he's just like has to think about what he's doing and it's not coming to him instinctively. Just he's not grappling enough. This is okay. If you like, he should pass it to the other side. He should try and pass it to the other side here so that he can use it to get to a hip, to his right hip and then try and get up. Yeah. But he doesn't have the wherewithal. He can't do that. Yeah,
he's too busy trying to strike. I remember this knee bar being scary to me when it first happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, like. He should have just used that to off balance Frankie to, I guess, potentially get back to his feet. He's losing there too, but it's better. Yeah. It's much better.
Well, that's where he can win though. That's where he has the opportunity.
Exactly. Yes.
But I mean, he's picking his poison here. But right now he's picking the cyanide as opposed to like the fucking whatever, something less lethal. But
yeah, and then now it's right back into getting smashed city. You know what I mean? Once the leg lock is once the knee bar is.
See, that's the thing. Like. Now he's just stuck here. But what I was saying, the philosophy being on the bottom, there are other ways up. You don't have to use the wall walk, but even if you're getting your head pressed, there's plenty against the fence. There's plenty of opportunities for you to wiggle out and then start to put your feet on the hips and push him, like leg press the guy out, which just wasn't taking. Here, this is fine. He's trying to create a scramble. I don't like him going for this Kimura grip. He's not going to get anything done with it. No, this is stupid. This is stupid. Frankie needs to put his knee on the arm, the elbow to peel it off. Marcelo Garcia versus Keenan Cornelius, you can see.
No, like again, big like Yair as a fighter in general to me is kind of annoying because to me he's like a big gimmicky showman fighter without like any of the foundations that makes a good fighter a good fighter.
Like here, continue. I'm sorry.
No, like. Yair as a fighter is just cool things on top of cool things on top of cool things for the sake of being big and scary, and he's athletic enough to make it work. But his process is very shaky.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like he doesn't know how to jab. Like he like not anything consistent. His boxing, his pocket game is really weak. Even his kicking game isn't even like sophisticated. He just kicks really hard and is fast. and he's long, so it makes things hard for people.
Well, you know what's annoying to me is there's no reason for him to be getting in today's MMA. No one should be in this position. No, unless they're exhausted or like no one should be in this position where look, he's throwing for high guard, he's trying to elbow back, he's using a double forearm guard. I mean, Frank Edgar's got his hand on his face and neck, and here he's longer than him. He's got strong legs. This is a perfect opportunity to push the wrist down, which he has both hands around, put his feet on the hips, and push away. Like, I mean, it's literally no reason anyone in the UFC should be stuck in this position unless they're exhausted and just can't. They should know how to get out. There's no point. He has an overhook here. He should be cranking to his left side, trying to get a knee shield and standing up. You can watch, and I always bring this fight up, what's his name? Kutatsiladze versus Gamrot to watch what you do on the bottom. There's no reason, Trayvon, for him to be stuck in open space in this position in the modern era of MMA. There's just not.
No, again, I think Yair just too finish oriented. Like I think he wants to catch a triangle or armbar from the bottom here. Like he's so hell bent on it. Again, like I don't think he has like a solid like.
Dude, I would believe it's just how he trains. Like
no, yeah, that's what, yeah. I mean, like again, like because yeah, I mean, obviously Yair is like really talented and he has like you could see something good that could come out of it. But again, like just as a fighter in general, yeah,
he's really not going to catch Frankie Edgar in a triangle. He's just not going to catch him. When's the last time you saw Frankie Edgar get caught in it? He's not going to. Frankie Edgar's a black belt under Renzo Gracie or something, or Matt, whoever the fuck. He's not going to get caught. Look, this to me is right. Here is the perfect opportunity to roll over to your back, hit a single, stand up with it, and scramble. Like, how do you get stuck in this position? Like this is like this. This should not be happening.
Again, I think he's just so finish oriented. He's like my legs are close to triangle. I need to work from here. Instead of using this as an opportunity to do something bigger and better.
It's still horrible, man. It's wrong.
I'm not saying that.
He needs to get up. He needs to bring his right knee to the mat, get on all fours. I mean, that just looked like amateur hour. And look, now he's upset at himself. Like, why are you upset at yourself? The time to be upset at yourself was in the gym when you weren't. I don't know. No, I mean, it's just annoying. Like, because
when our mom roast fighters, man, it's so hilarious, man.
It's not that I'm because like there's like that whole like, well, they're in the cage. Look at him. He's got his eyes swollen shut. Of course he's a tough motherfucker. He wants to go back out. You know, they're putting a cold piece of. I'm not saying I'm better than them. My point is.
No, I know. No, yes, but like this is stuff you should. Yes, I know. I agree. This is stuff you should like.
I mean, if it's your livelihood, understanding of. Well, it's your job. You know what I'm saying? It's like you come. It's like Boss Rutan always says, "Oh my god, that thing is just done." It's like oh god, it's like showing up to work with half a can of paint. If you're a painter, you know what I'm saying, and you need a full can. Like you need. I don't know. Dude, and it's frustrating when fighters don't come in prepared as someone who's really invested in the sport, who wants to be in this position one day, and who will not do that. You know what I mean?
And when you don't come in prepared, your face ends up like that, man. Yeah, you get smoked. You know what I mean? Like, Yair didn't do anything in this fight. Like,
look how upset Frank Edgar is.
But no, like Yair did. He hit nothing offensive. Like he did nothing of note in this fight at all. Like he didn't get maybe other than the knee bar attempt, but even still, you know what I mean. Like
he didn't utilize it correctly. You know,
exactly. Yeah. Like he was on the back foot literally and figuratively the whole fight. Like just losing and worse and worse and worse. Like.
He got really badly fucked up.
This fight was supposed to be a Frankie Edgar showcase. Like, oh yeah, Frank Edgar's fighting this weekend. We like him, but it turned into a year.
What?
No, I said this was supposed to be like a Frank Edgar showcase, like because he's fighting this weekend. Yeah. But it turned into Yair needs to be better hour. Needs to be better.
Oh yeah. Oh, it did. Well, no, I mean, okay, but Frank Edgar doesn't do people like that anymore. Is the reason why. I mean, he's not gonna do that. He could, but he won't do the Corey Sandhagen. He didn't do it to Max Holloway. You know, this was like a mismatch. I mean, he just worked him. He didn't do anything. The one thing he didn't do it right. Like there's oh my god, man. Like who gets stuck in this? Like I can understand if you're exhausted. You know, you know what to do, but you physically can't. Yeah, no, this is like and like. No, dude, I don't know. If you're someone like Yair, you need to have people shooting on your hips all the time, and they need to be quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, like whenever I'm
I do remember. Like,
dude, like if I'm training and sorry, I just want to say this. If I'm training and sparring with you, right, and I have a fight coming up, and I know I'm really weak, like I'm obviously working on my strengths. I'm just ignoring the things that like I'm obviously working on implementing my strengths, but I don't want to be in a situation where I've never been crowded and put in the pocket in training, so that when my opponent does that, I don't just look clueless. You know, I need to know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Even if I'm not fucking great at it, you know. So, yeah. What were you saying?
No, I was gonna say I remember here. I don't listen to fighters much, but I remember hearing Yair back in the day talking about how like he doesn't want to like have like a normal wrestling like coach or training. He wanted to have like something fun or something that like suits his style, and it was like a lot of throws and hitting like cool stuff in wrestling. But
Well, that's what
like,
happens. Look at him.
yeah, you can see like again, I'm extrapolating a lot, but like you can see his mindset in terms of like, I mean, yeah, everybody wants to do cool stuff. Like everybody wants to see cool stuff. I want to see cool stuff, but like you should have like the cool stuff as a back burner to your actual game, like actual like good things you do. So like instead of trying to get cool triangles and stuff from the bottom, which I mean, yeah, like if you can catch a triangle on bars, all this stuff, that's cool. But like, how about you have like a good game where you can like threaten sweeps and off balances and stand ups, so that way like you can now better get triangles. You know what I mean? Just in general. Uh,
I don't like
Instead of just like
that
fishing for
mentality.
triangles
I
on the
mean,
bottom the whole time and not standing up and getting smashed
it's like
by
trying to get,
good top control
look, dude,
guys.
like someone who's go to like who thinks that they're gonna make really good use of like a triangle in a submissive sense, like they're gonna win with that, is like someone who thinks they're gonna come into the UFC and make a living off of axe kicks. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
those don't. I mean, they don't work like in the way that it's not like if Andy Hug axe kicked your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just triangle people anymore. You can't land axe kicks consistently at the highest levels against good people in that same fashion unless you're a specialist. And even so, it's hard. You know what I mean? Um,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when's the last time we saw a triangle? Well, and I guess it could be triangle with Gaethje, but even that, I mean, look at him. He's like very one of the best like combat grappler in the world. You know what I mean? So
I know he tried it because he's like knows how to set up his darn stuff and is elite at it and has a good process.
well, and he did it from on top too. So it's like a
And he did from top.
completely
Yes, he did it from
it's a
top too as
completely
well.
different position situation where he was dictating, and that's not even comparable. You know what I mean? It's just annoying to watch that when literally to not be in that position, you have to everyone like I think the one of the strongest like kinetic things that a human being can do is the leg press. You know what I'm saying? And you're bigger than Frankie. Just put your feet on his hips when he's standing up and push away. Like Tony Ferguson does that to people. Michael Bisping did it to GSP. You don't have to be better than the person you're grappling against. Like, you think Michael Bisping is a better grappler than George St. Pierre? No, fuck no. George St. Pierre would tap him like a typewriter if they had a grappling competition. But it worked. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Especially because he was longer than him. So, I don't know. It's just, those are my comments on that. Frank Edgar, it's supposed to be a showcase. But honestly, it was a showcase in a way that any good fighter would have a showcase against Yair Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? Like, It wasn't like a Frankie Edgar, like we should have watched like BJ Penn or something like versus Frankie Edgar.
I don't want to watch that. Well, maybe like the first one or the second one, but not the third one. That one was bad.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're gonna go to Alcantara versus Corey Sandhagen.
I think this was Corey's first UFC.
It was.
I could be wrong.
His debut. I'm pretty sure, at least. I really like this fight.
Me too.
Oh my god, Alcantara was so old.
38. No, yeah, dude, he's like a darn like.
Yeah,
he's like 100 years old.
A long time ago. He almost killed Sandhagen, by the way. This fight was.
He really did. He really did.
He was very close.
Let me know when you have it pulled up.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Yes, for those of us. Okay, I'm sorry. For like again, we're 0-0 on Fight Pass, and we'll let you guys know when the first round starts.
3.
So you ready?
Yeah. 3, 2.
Okay, I'll do the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. We are in business. Oh yeah, he's 38. Oh my goodness.
That is He almost won. He almost won. And then he got fucked up, but you'll see.
Look at little young Corey Sandhagen first UFC fight. Yada. But no, yeah, man. Like, I remember watching this fight because I obviously I never seen Corey Sandhagen before, and I thought he was gonna get slaughtered. I didn't know who he was, and I know Yuri's like really fast and athletic, and then he started getting slaughtered. And I was like, oh damn, this is crazy. And then he just didn't die, and I was like, this is super crazy. Oh wait, Yuri was the underdog in this fight. Well, I know Corey came in with a lot of hype, so.
People have been talking about him for a while leading up to this fight.
Yeah.
And almost looked like they did so for no damn reason.
Bro.
I was scared as fuck. But not scared in a way. I was like, oh my god! It almost looked like he lost his arm, but
Mm-hmm.
isn't it crazy how these fuckers could beat your ass and they don't even look like it? Like he doesn't even look like he has a chest. He has a chest cavity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Like you see, like those Justin Gaethje photos where he's like looking like a nerd.
Yeah,
Or
but
like Joe
Justin
Rogan,
Gaethje,
the
like,
actual nerd.
yeah, but Justin Gaethje, like, I mean, a little more convincing. I mean, Corey Sandhagen looks like there's still an umbilical cord that attaches him to his mom. I mean, like, I'm not even kidding. He looks like when the guy from Courage the Cowardly Dog, the gray dude, when he was young. Like that's who he looks like. Just being weird.
I haven't watched much Courage, man. I can't picture it right now.
He's still weird. It's just my people will know what I'm talking about. People will know. Anyway, so yeah. Man, Corey's shifting stances for no damn reason though. It's just
And he gets hurt. Yeah, he gets hurt really
exactly.
bad because of that.
He got countered hard. And then he got shoved down with that like half Nelson.
The power half, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's stuck in a just absolutely diabolical armbar right here.
And it's it's like a triangle armbar thing, and then they're look
I know.
they're dry. I was gonna say they're wet. They're dry. He's trying to look to break the thing. He must be so fucking flexible or like double jointed or something. Is that shit? Oh god, dude, he's not even grimacing. Oh man, no, please, dude. There's like
that's where you gotta choke people. Oh, I forgot these hammer fists too. These busted him up really bad, man.
Dude, his nose is just sitting on a platter.
I know, man. This fight's way more brutal than I remember. I remember being bad.
No, I mean, Corey gets.
His arm.
No, he's kind of turned to the side.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's to the side.
But if Alcantara could like, there's like this submission where you stick your other arm, you vice grip the thing, and you make space and you pull it, so it's a twist.
But I forgot to say he finally's got like access to Alcantara's like heel to where he can like jack up on the leg. He kind of lost it. He did it. Yes.
But I think he still gets put in a shitty position.
Yeah, he's still in a very bad spot, man.
And his arm is hyperextended again.
He's just in.
Garrett Zimmerman, that's who looks like. You don't know him,
but no, turning Alcantara helped him out a lot. So now it's Corey Sandhagen's time to like just absolutely smack the hell out of Alcantara.
He got really bad payback. There's a guy I know from high school named Garrett Zimmerman who kind of liked MMA. That's who this looks like. Garrett, you don't look like Courage guy or umbilical cord. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, yeah. So this is something I actually think is kind of interesting because I don't. He's putting a. Like that was really nice. There was like a what was that called? What's that? That's called what kind of guard is that called? De La Hiva. So this is kind of weird to me because Corey Sandhagen keeps on like passing with the wrong side. Like a lot of beginners make the mistake of putting the knee sliding to the wrong side, and Corey Sandhagen's doing that, but he's getting away with it because he's punching at the same time, and Alcantara's like not here, but Alcantara's like too occupied with dealing with the hellfire that's coming down to really engage his hands on the ankles and sweep.
And because Alcantara's always gassed as hell, and he's freaking tired, and he blows his wad really quickly.
And he's not look in the background.
And he's not a consistent fighter. Alcantara, had for being an absolutely dangerous fighter, is really inconsistent himself.
Lady Smells in the background, like grimacing at his countrymen, just getting clobbered. But also, I don't understand that. Like, why are you going to Del Hiva guard here, bro? Get the fuck up. Like, he's giving you space.
Like I said, Alcantara is just a weird fighter himself. So
yeah, I mean, there's no point in going to Del Hiva here. I mean, this is just like, see, getting folded over like this. Like, there's stuff to do from there. I don't know why he's just chilling here. Just reap the knee, and you can try and hit a sweep. I mean, I don't know, but
like I said, Alcantara's tired, not the most consistent guy.
Yeah,
getting beat up now. He'll kind of just chill. he does this a lot.
This is actually like an earlier Charles Oliveira who would try stuff on the ground, and when it wouldn't work, he would just lay there.
That's kind of true.
Oh my god! Like when Paul Felder almost got submitted and then just clobbered him to death. This is not good. Oh goodness. Alcantara, you need to do something. Oh no, his brain fell out. Oh, it's his mouthpiece.
Again, man, I remember this fight being bad, but dang, it's pretty rough.
It's gonna make me
on both ends.
A little uncomfortable. To be honest, he's getting,
I know.
Getting fucked up. I mean, this is bad. This looks like white supremacy. I don't know. Some guy at my school made a joke at with nothing. I don't know if I can keep that in. Whatever. Just a joke. Vice Grimmett. I kept it as though just carrying him, like, hit me here now, please. Oh my goodness. So this is not a typical Corey Sandhagen performance, just so you know. We're not going to be seeing any of it. This was, in fact, Corey Sandhagen's process on the ground is actually pretty bad. It's not great. So it's actually kind of nice, and not nice, but, fascinating to see. Why doesn't he pull the wrist out? Okay, there. To see him, Khabibing someone. I mean, does Alcantara come out for the next round?
Yeah, he does. Like, basically, not really, though.
Did he lose his mouthpiece for that whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh no, the ref couldn't
No, he didn't have a mouthpiece for the whole time. Yeah.
The referee couldn't be like, okay, stop. Okay, now hit him again. Keep going. Like, oh no.
No, yeah, because he was getting smacked too hard.
He wasn't getting up though. He could have given it back. Like, nothing would have changed. Man, that's just, you don't like to see that especially at this age when you're 38.
No, yeah, man. Alcantara got smoked. I remember his fight with Luke Sanders. It was really similar to that, but then I think he got like a knee bar at the end of that, and so he won it. But he was getting smoked like that as well against Luke Sanders. But no, like I said, you see Corey Sandhagen just walking back, shifting in straight lines, and he gets smacked with something super hard, and then you see him basically get his arm broken. And then you see he gets his nose broken.
Look, Alcantara was just like taking it, like just bang, boing, bing, just like on the fucking button. And then, I mean, here he's not even. I mean, Corey Sandhagen doesn't even have him in as compromised a position as he's making it look like he does. I mean, Alcantara does a lot of things he can do. He's not folded over all the way. I mean, ideally he'd want to stack him more and have his thigh on the knee pit. Although it looks like it's about to end here.
Yeah.
What was that? Alcantara just tried, man. He put a spring in his step and just jumped at him. Nice. I like to see him kind of going. He should have Granbeed there and rolled over his shoulders. But at this point, it's kind of hard to even expect anything from him.
He's bad.
I mean,
it's only a matter of time.
Sandhagen, who's like the worst grappler, not the worst, but he's not an advanced grappler, looking for a cross wrist ride here is just telling. And he has the leg right in there as well, whatever the chicken wing.
And he can just tee off on him for free.
And then Alcantara trying to hit him back, just to make it look like
for free.
Stop the fight, bro! This guy.
I know. Yeah, I know.
This is like getting in like 4 car accidents. What did that ref want to see? That ref didn't like Alcantara. That ref was a racist. I swear to God, there was something wrong with that. That poor guy, stop the damn fight. Like, man. But I will say, Sandhagen had to like wade through hell to get to that.
He really did, man. For real.
Well, it's actually kind of funny because both the fights we watched for the upcoming event, because okay, so these two are fighting each other, and it might look like they have similar approaches to fighting. Frank Edgar will do that to people. Will take them down and hurt them, but that's not his whole. Like he'll fight you kind of anywhere. Like he's good. Like he's competent like on the feet as well, and he works the takedowns into his game. So when you take one away, it kind of ruins his game, But this is not how Sandhagen typically wants to fight. This was actually not a good representation. It's just a fun fight. Not fun. I was just kind of brutal.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, this wasn't a fantastic representation of what you'll see Sandhagen doing. This is actually kind of rare for him, to my memory. I think in all of his fights in the UFC, if he's ended up on the bottom, it was never that he was dictating the terms of the ground fighting. He was, usually defending stuff and did his best work on the feet. He's more of an in and out feinty guy, as we talked about in our podcast episode, which you'll see on Monday.
No, yeah, yeah. Corey's an active grappler. He'll grapple with you. He'll do things. He's not bad, but like you say, like sometimes his process can be a little shaky. He flows from one thing to the next, not the best, or doesn't prioritize certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's not a grappler by trade, obviously.
Not by choice either.
He's like, No, yeah. He's not a guy that's like, you know what? Let me work my top game today.
Yeah. So it's funny. What we're getting at is you probably won't see much of either of those two things from Edgar or Sandhagen in the fight coming up between them. I mean, of the two, the one you're more likely to see is Edgar working takedowns early and backing Sandhagen up and pounding him. But as Trayvon and I delineated in the podcast y'all will have seen by now for a couple days, we don't think that's going to happen. We actually kind of think that Sandhagen's going to keep him at range and beat him there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, yeah, thank you guys. Do all the YouTuber things. We had a good episode today. Again, you guys can find the fights, man. Trust me. I know you guys can. You guys are diligent. You guys can do all that. We'll be back next week as always, doing our thing. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.